have failed me for the last time.
Hey, this is Dad Random. It's been a while since I've been out to fly. We got a perfect day. We've got a little bit of clouds. It's been really cold, and today it's just gotten beautiful. So today I decided it would be a perfect day to test out my Mavic with the 360 camera. Now this is going to be a really short flight. I'm going to fly with my standard props to make sure I get my normal performance. So there's no strange feeling with the controls. So it's just pretty standard. So I've got 2 batteries. I'm going to probably fly 2 short flights, and we'll just check out to see what some 360 footage looks like with the Mavic. Now you can see I've got this adapter. The adapter is connected with the rubber grommet, so I'm not going to go very far. And it's pretty stable. I've decided to put the camera into the center of gravity of the Mavic, as opposed to what a lot of people do is they really lurch it forward. This will get my props and it'll get the front of the drone, which is fine with me. That's not a problem at all. So here we go. Let's go ahead and fly the Mavic Pro Platinum with the 360 camera. Looks like it's pretty stable. That's you see how it's trying to balance that camera, which is really high in the center of its gravity. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to have take our time, and we're really going to fly slow. We're not going to do any kind of crazy flying. Now I'm just flying with the 360. I'm not using the Mavic camera at all. I've only got a 50% battery, which is fine. Remember, this is pretty much a test. And you can see I'm going to try to keep it close to the ground in case I do have to bail. All right, this should be some cool footage. I'm just going to keep it low. I want the ground effects. A little bit more altitude here. Be very careful today. I am making sure that there's no crazy movements. And I'm going to get that beautiful backdrop today. Now the last time, if you recall, I had Steve with me, and you can see I don't have Steve flying with me today for obvious reasons, for his protection. I do want to fly with him with the drone again. Just not here with this camera and with what I've got going on. This is some getting a little bit more loose with it. I'm flying just straight line of sight. I want to get up on that hill over there. Let's get my camera down so I can see. There we go. I'm right into the sun. And I'm going to bring it back. we're just at 30% battery. So we're just going to top off these batteries. These have been sitting around for a while. So this is flight 1. So far so smooth. And like I said, I'm just really taking it easy. Not pushing anything today. And I'm just bringing it right back. I forgot to push precision landing and takeoff. That's okay. I'll do a manual landing. So here it comes back. Should be some fun video. Got some great lighting right now, so I have the camera set still for cloudy. I better adjust it for flight 2. I just remembered that, so I'm going to bring it back here. Go ahead and bring it back to me. She's got red lights there coming at me. There we go. And I'm going to bring it back down nice and smooth. There we go. So here we are. Here's the 360 camera mounted on a Mavic Pro Platinum. I'll bring it up nice and close, so if you wanted to attempt this with a similar camera, you'd have an idea how it's sitting on there. I think I'm going to catch land it today, just to make sure that we're okay. Yeah, we're getting a lot of feedback, but it's flying good. You can see how it's trying to deal with this, and I made sure today that I have. Oops, here we go. Come on, bring it down. There we go. Nice and smooth. I'm going to go ahead and then I'm going to turn off the camera. There is video 1. I got out there pretty good. I was probably about a half a mile out there to the top of that hill from an vantage point where I had done another video. Now, like I said, I'm gonna make sure we're on there good. Looks like everything's on tight. I'm gonna change my my center of gravity just a little more here. All right, this is dead random. Now, what I want to show you here is a modification to the 360 camera mounted on the Mavic Pro. This is the Mavic Pro Platinum with standard propellers. We've got this set up to hold our 360 camera. So everything else is pretty standard. Yesterday we had a misfire on the camera, so today we're going to quickly fly it again, and we're going to add, hopefully get some video here. So there we go. Let's go ahead and let's get her started. Let's do a real short flight. Our weather's pretty close to being exactly the same as the other day. Very little wind. Now the camera, of course, is extended out much further. Okay, we've got, we are now ready to go. So once again, we're going to take a nice easy flight. And here it is, Mavic Pro in, and we have, oh, that wasn't good. Put the precision takeoff on. And
takeoff. The home point has been updated.
Wow.
Please check it on the map.
So today it's not working at all. It's not taking off whatsoever. So I'm gonna bring the camera way back here. Now, like I said, I'm changing the center of gravity each time. Let's do it one more time. there we go. Looks like we got a successful takeoff. I think one of the problems is the wind is behind us. And there's enough wind today, so I'm gonna take it easy. We are in flying film mode. And here we go. We are gonna keep this puppy very close. And we are gonna keep our elevation very low. Let's keep our speed down. I want to just keep it within a controlled crash, but the camera really throws its center of gravity off. So this mode I don't recommend at all. If you saw my first video, you can tell that the camera is in a much more balanced position. It's much lower onto the on the drone. And we're going to fly right over us. But yeah, I don't recommend this at all. Now this will give you the best, I think this is going to give us the best cinematic angle, but I don't know if it's worth it. Now remember, these are the standard props. I'm going to go and fly up that hill over there. I trust that the Mavic is going to keep this camera aloft. I've got a much more charged battery this time. So we're going to go into the desert here a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to limit this flight to about 10 minutes. I do not want it losing control and crashing whatsoever. I'm going to go over to that hillside over there. That I was at this morning. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it around. Bring it back. And I think that's about it. That's about all I want to do today. Bring it back in. Try to get the low altitude shots. Like to get the desert, and I want to see the speed of the drone. So I get that ground effect with the camera. And it's going to come back towards us again here. I'm definitely going to catch this one on its landing. I'm not going to let it land with the camera. But it's staying aerodynamic. And I'm just keeping it moving. I'm not forcing the drone to do any erratic movements. It's got to stay very steady. Like I said, there's just enough wind today that there we go. We'll bring it close. Oh man, the wind is really rocking it. There we go. And we're going to take it in. And like I said, I don't recommend this with any wind at all. And there, of course, there's our collision avoidance there. You see how unstable it is with that high center of gravity. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it in. It is working its tail off. Whoa, it is working its tail off. There we go. It's working its tail off to keep it steady. There's probably gusts of about 6 to 7 right now, so I definitely wouldn't do this. I suggest the opposite configuration. I'm gonna go ahead and just set this down and show you real quick. Just a quick adjustment will adjust it to the other. So you just turn it around. Oops, like this. Oops, I've just loosened up the bolt. And then you turn and flip the camera this way. Like this. And what this does is it drops the angle of the camera. Now the only problem with this angle, wow, we got a little bit of wind. I'm sure I'm getting wind on my mic. But the only problem with this angle here is that you're going to get the support here in your shot, so you'll see the difference. But that's really the difference there. I suggest that you know for the sake of your drone and your camera equipment, that if you do this angle here would be where I would fly it from. Just keep it right in nice and tight, so when it's loaded up, you're basically like this, and you can see that there's a lot less movement. And in a wind, especially a wind like this, that would be my recommended first-person view. You know, there you go. You got the view of the nose of the drone, and then you've got the sky view. So there it is, right there. 360 One, mounted on a Mavic. So, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, please comment. I'm going to go ahead and throw this drone back in the air and fly it without it, so it feels some freedom. Poor drone. I still got a bunch of battery left too, so got 52%. Let's go and buzz it around. All right. Let's go buzz the drone around. But for Dad Random and the Mavic Pro Platinum and the 360 One camera, I think it's fun. I think it's going to give me some very interesting shots, and in the right conditions. Okay, I would say it'd have to be near perfect. That would be would create some really cool cinematic effects. And I'll leave some links on for some other channels that have done the same thing, and you can then see some of the different tests. But excellent. I believe the 360 One X model actually is a little lighter than this camera, so it might have a little bit better aerodynamics. Maybe check Dustin Dunhill's disco flights with the 360. Those are all excellent examples. So for Dad Random and the 360 One X, yes. Precision takeoff and landing. Boy, she's like, I'm pre.